Hello folks, Isaac Weiss here. This is just a brief video explaining the concept of maintaining the illusion that I allude to in my blog post for Google Summer of Code Week 8. So you see, the reason that these 2-measure and 4-measure repeats, it took so long for them to be implemented after having been requested like 10 years ago is because in MuseScore, the maximum duration of any note, rest, chord, etc. is 1 measure. Actually, even multi-measure rests are, under the hood, 1 measure long. It's just the 1 measure replaces the other measures. So that makes this sort of thing, a 2-measure long duration, impossible without a whole lot of restructuring. So I didn't do that. Instead, what I've got going on here is a convincing, I hope, illusion of a 2-measure long duration. So in actual fact, this is a 1 measure long symbol occupying this measure, an offset to the right, and this measure is all by itself, and it contains a whole measure rest that is hidden. So in reality, this thing is there, and then there's a whole rest in there. So this is obviously concealed, the whole measure rest here, and I've implemented a whole bunch of things to sort of protect its existence and hide this from the user. One obvious thing that I disabled is copy of the measure containing the whole rest. You have to select the whole group in order to do it. It's the same thing if you select the measure that actually contains this measure repeat element. But what I added this week are 2 additional protections. Previously, although the whole rest was not displayed, it was still there, and if you clicked with your mouse cursor in exactly the right spot, you would find yourself selecting it. And additionally, you could navigate to it with the right and left arrow keys. As you pass through this measure, you would select the rest, and then you would go to this measure, and you would select the element. This week, I adjusted the navigation so that it skips these undisplayed rests. So if I press the left arrow key, instead of navigating to the rest in this measure, it will skip it and go directly to the symbol. And the same thing going the other direction. So that's part of maintaining the illusion that this is all there is. And the other thing is that I disabled, I concealed this underlying rest from mouse click as well. So if you click even exactly where the element actually is, you don't get it. You just get the selection of the measure. That's all.